Hey everyone, it's Megan with Sawgrass, and today we're going to show you how to make an apron using Easy Subli Vinyl. So let's get started in Creative Studio. We'll go to sawgrassinc.com and then click on Creative Studio in the top header bar. I'm going to click on this, and I'm now going to click Select All and just rework this design a little bit so it's a little bit smaller. Now that I have my design in my design space and ready to go, all I have to do is print. So I have everything laid out in my Sawgrass Print Manager the way that I want it. So now I'm going to select Print. So now our image is printing out. And what you're going to notice is the image doesn't really quite look right when it first prints. That's because it's going to print a little bit dull. But not to worry, that doesn't mean anything's wrong. What happens is it takes the proper time, temperature, and pressure for sublimation inks to truly activate. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean when this comes out of the printer. So as you can see here, this print, like I said, a little bit dull. So when we put it under the heat press at the proper time, temperature, and pressure, these colors are really going to pop. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our image and we're going to put it under the heat press for about a minute at 311 degrees. And I'm going to show you what has already started to happen to our image. So as you can see, already with just a little bit of heat on it, this image, the colors have really started to pop. So this needs to be cut, and we're going to be using a Silhouette Cameo in order to cut this. So I'm going to use what we have here, which is a PicScan sheet. This PicScan sheet will be read by the Cameo when we go to put it through. What we're going to do is we're going to take my phone, I'm going to take a picture of this PicScan sheet. I'm then going to email it to myself, save it to my desktop, and put it into our Silhouette Studio. Now you see my image is uploaded. I'm going to go to my trace panel. It's filled in my design, which is exactly what we want to do. So I'm going to go back into Silhouette Studio and tell it to trace and detach. I'll press send here and you can see it a lot better. It's a little bit more thick. This is basically telling me this is the area that my silhouette is going to cut around. While this is cutting, I will not be talking because it's a little bit loud. So my design has been cut. I'm going to unload it from my silhouette. And now what I'm going to do is take my silhouette hook and I'm going to start weeding around the design. The great part about this is it's really quick to weed. Also, note that this has 6 different colors or layers in this design. If we tried doing this with traditional vinyl, we would have to continuously be loading new vinyl onto our mat to cut it. Obviously, this only took one sheet of Easy Subli Vinyl to do this entire design in multiple colors. And I'm just going to weed out this surrounding area, which I was able to do in one swift motion. Pretty cool. So here is what our design looks like now that it's been weeded. So what I'll do is I will take this off of my PicScan mat and I'm going to grab a mask. And what we're going to do with that mask is we are going to help us get this design off of our plastic backing in one piece so that we don't have to put it onto our apron in all different sections. Okay, so I'm just peeling the last bit of vinyl off of here to make sure everything is the way it needs to be on this mask. All right, so now my entire image has been transferred from its plastic backing to this mask. So that means that the front is covered by a mask and the back side where the glue is for the HTV is exposed. And that's the part we're going to be putting onto our apron. So here's my apron. And yes, this is white, but it's cotton, which means that we wouldn't normally be able to sublimate on it. And now I'm going to take my design and I'm going to lay it on here. So it's all laid on here in the area that I want. I'll lay my blowout paper back on there, close up my drawer, and go ahead and press. And it's important to note, we are pressing this at 311 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. We're gonna then peel that mask off and our design will be transferred to our apron. Pull out this tray. Peel off our mask. And there you go. There's our finished apron, and notice the colors have popped out much more since we initially pressed it. So much more vibrant design. Again, this would not be possible without Easy Subli Vinyl. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye.